Hi, it's Hope here with Hope's Yoga, and I'm in Sedona where I just wrapped up my third annual Awakening Hope retreat. And while I was here, I thought I would take advantage of the beautiful scenery and film a short yoga flow that I could share with you. So, this flow is going to be very easeful, appropriate if you just need to loosen up the body, stretch, get out the kinks. If you're a beginner, this will be a great flow and intro flow for you. So take a moment just to take a nice deep inhale in. And on the exhale, soften your shoulders away from your ears. Invite your hips to settle and take a moment just to begin to draw your awareness to the breath. So each inhale is an invitation just to come home to your body, and each exhale through the practice is an invitation to let go and release. Go ahead and take a moment to close your eyes and just draw your awareness inward. No need to try to change anything, but just becoming aware. Aware of your breath, feel your body, notice what's happening. And then on your next exhalation, whenever that is for you, draw your palms together and just let your thumbs rest right over your heart. This is called Anjali Mudra or prayer pose in yoga. You can just keep softening your shoulders, gentle lift in your heart, perhaps a gentle bow of your head. And this is just a moment as you begin the practice to draw forward an intention for your practice or your life, or to draw forward a gratitude or a prayer. Just find what resonates with you and do that. And we'll take a few moments here. And on the next exhalation, gently releasing your hands. We're going to go ahead and draw the hands down beside you. Spread your fingertips, and on the inhale, get really wide through your fingertips as you draw your arms up. Begin to feel the side body. Let your hips be heavy and lift up through your heart. Take your gaze up. And on the exhale, separate your arms, draw them back just gently as you draw them all the way down, chin to your chest. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, come up, lift up through your heart. Exhale, separate your arms, come all the way down. And then go ahead and take your right hand, ground it on the mat, inhale your left arm up. Keep your hip heavy and reach through your fingertips. Feel a stretch all up and down the side body. And then on your next exhalation, draw your arm over your ear, any amount. It's all about finding your edges wherever they are for you. You can take your gaze under your arm, or if it works for you, you can take it beyond your fingertips. Take a few breaths, expanding your rib cage with each breath, letting go with each exhalation. And then inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, that hand comes down, and inhale the other arm up. Get heavy through your hip, rise up tall. And then exhale, draw your arm over and lean back into your shoulder, just opening up through your heart. We'll breathe here for a few breaths, feeling that expansion. Each exhalation an invitation to let go. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release. So now we're going to inhale our arms up again, and this time we're going to move into a simple twist. So left hand to opposite knee, the other hand comes behind you, ground down on this hand. You can tent your fingertips to get a little taller if you need to, so that you can keep upright. And then we want to inhale, lift all the way from the base of your spine through the crown of your head. And then we want to twist. That way we've arranged, set up our spine for the twist. You want to start at the base of your spine. On the exhale, go ahead and come up and out of the crown of your head. Take a few breaths right here. You might close your eyes or let your gaze be soft. You might draw your awareness up and down your spine, inhaling your breath up the spine and exhaling it down. And then gently on an exhalation, come on back to center. Inhale, arms up again. And exhale, release. Place your hands, inhale, rise, and exhale, twist. Base of spine up through the crown of your head. Keep breathing. Exhale back to center. Inhale, arms up over your head. Bring your hands to your heart and exhale. Release. Then go ahead and take your legs, stretch them out. You might tap your toes a couple of times. Your legs might have gotten a little tense or tight sitting here, so go ahead and loosen them up. And then bend your knees, place your feet flat on the mat, bring your hands behind you, ground down through the palms, and then inhale. We're going to drop the knees to one side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, other side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, one more time, both sides. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, and exhale. Then we're going to go ahead and work our way around to tabletop. So you want to bring your knees right under your hips, your wrists right under your shoulders. You want your feet pointing back behind you, and you want to draw up and out of your wrists, creating a slight internal rotation of your forearms here. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and lengthen through the crown of your head and your tailbone. Let's take a breath here. Lifting up and out of your wrists just helps to protect your wrists. So you don't want to collapse into them. You want to keep lifting. Then we're going to move into cat-cow. So on the inhale, drop your belly, draw your heart forward, lengthen back through the crown of your head. On the exhale, start at the base of the spine again. Take it high, drop the weight of the head, press your mat away. And we're going to do that for a few more breaths. Inhale, belly down, heart forward, head back. Exhale, spine high, drop the weight of your head, press the mat away. One more, inhale, belly down, heart forward, head back. Exhale, spine high. And come on back to neutral. Now we're going to walk our hands out in front of us, spread your fingertips wide. And then on the exhale, you're going to reach back through your hips and soften your heart. So you're going to feel a stretch in the shoulders here. So your hips are not going to make it all the way back, more than likely, but you're going to melt your heart and just release your head. Find your edge wherever that is for you and breathe. And then on the next inhale, go ahead and come on up. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Nice deep inhale here. And on the exhale, gentle rounding of the spine as you press back into child's pose, balasana. So you're going to lengthen back through your tailbone. The tailbone slightly tucking in under. And then walk your hands forward, melt your heart, and release your head. If your forehead doesn't make it all the way down, you can place a block or a bolster or something underneath your forehead to rest your head on. And breathe. You might remember your intention or just invite your whole body to let go here. And then on the next inhale, we're going to come forward and gently drop your hips, draw your heart forward, lengthen back through the crown of your head. And on the exhale, draw through your lower belly, press through your arms, and come right back to child's pose. We're going to flow like that for 2 more breaths. Inhale, drop your hips, reach your heart forward, lengthen back through the crown of your head. And exhale, press back. We'll do it one more time. Keep lengthening here through the whole body. Exhale, come back. And inhale, come forward. Now I'm going to walk up to the front of the mat and inhale my left foot back, press through the ball of my foot, stretching my calf muscle. So breathe into that. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And on the exhale, drop that knee. Inhale the right leg back. Press through the heel. You can press through your hands, finding your edge always, that place that's just enough for you. First place of resistance. We just keep working with our edges, and then over time, our edges move. Exhale, come on back. And then we're going to tuck in our toes and exhale, press back into your toes. Now you may not get very far, or you may come all the way back. And if you do, lift up and out of the pelvic floor here so you're not collapsing totally into your toes. A little toe yoga, helping to keep the webbing underneath the toes moving. Inhale, come on back, tap, tap, tap your feet. And then we're going to open the wrists a little bit. So I just ask you to move slowly and find your edge. If it hurts, if you're holding your breath, if you're clenching, you've gone too far. So you can maybe turn your wrist around a little bit depending on how tight they are, or you may flip them all the way, but only if you can do it without clenching or holding your breath. So we're going to take a few breaths right here. You might even gently rock if that feels good. And then we're going to release. You might want to shake them out a little bit. And now that we've stretched everything out, we're going to move up into downward facing dog. So go ahead and tuck in your toes, spread your fingertips wide, draw up and out of your wrists, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then inhale, belly down, heart forward, head back. And on the exhale, press through your feet and go ahead and press on up. Now, keep your knees bent initially, lengthen up through the tailbone and pressing up through your arms. Find your edge there and then work on your legs. Maybe your heels touch the mat, maybe they don't. Maybe your legs are straight, maybe they're not. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can take your feet as wide as the mat to help alleviate some of that. So let's take a few breaths right here, lengthening through the tailbone. And then you might walk your dog. Bend your right knee and lengthen through the left side of the body. Inhale, come back, and exhale, bend the other knee and lengthen. And just work it back and forth for a few breaths. And then come on back to neutral. Inhale up on your tiptoes, press back through your arms, lengthen up through your tailbone, heels back to the mat, and go ahead and gently make your way to the front of the mat. Now, if that's hard for you, you can drop your knees, draw one leg up, tuck in your toes, straighten your other leg, and you can come up that way. Once you're there, you want to root down through your feet and just let your arms be heavy. You might even grab your elbows. Head's heavy here, jaw is released, breathing. You might rock a little if that feels good, or you might just stay in place. And then gently releasing your arms. Take your hands to your shins or your thighs. Inhale, reach your heart forward to a flat back. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen through the crown of your head. And on the exhale, keep that length as you fold. And then inhale, sweep your arms out wide as you come all the way up. Lift up through your heart. Take your gaze up. Root down through your feet. And on the exhale, separate your hands, hinge at your hips, and fold. Frame your feet with your hands. And then inhale your left foot back, high runner's lunge. So you want your front knee over your ankle. You want to lengthen back through your back heel. And on the inhale, drop your hips, reach your heart forward, lengthen up and out of the crown of your head. So if you get here and you feel like you're diving down instead of lifting up, grab a couple of blocks or books or something to put your hands on to help lift your heart. And then on the exhale, straighten that front leg any amount and bow forward over it. Inhale forward and exhale back. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale forward and exhale back. And then on the next inhale, go ahead and step that back foot to meet your front, forward fold. Inhale, arms up over your head. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Hands on either side of your feet. Inhale your right foot back, high runner's lunge. Heart comes forward. And exhale. Straighten your leg and bow over it. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, press back. One more time. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, press back. And go ahead and step that left foot to meet the right. Downward facing dog. And then we're going to inhale forward to plank pose. Keep lifting up and out of your wrists. Drop your knees. And we're going to come down knees, chest, chin. So you want to draw your shoulders away from your ears, shoulder blades together down the back. Squeeze your arms in and bend your elbows straight behind you. So just do the best job you can here. Point your toes back. Exhale. And inhale, drop your hips, reach your heart forward, draw your shoulders back. Bhujangasana or cobra pose. And then exhale, go ahead and press yourself up and back to child's pose. Inhale, come forward. And we're just going to bring ourselves all the way around onto the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet, just gently pressing the backs of the legs gently into the mat. Inhale, sit tall, shoulders away from ears, arms come up on the inhale. And on the exhale, it's like you're trying to touch your heart to your toes. So we're not rounding, but lengthening. Come down until you found your edge, whether it's a little bit or you're laying on your legs, and then release into it and keep breathing. Every exhalation an invitation to soften and let go. Every inhalation an invitation to come home to your body, to yourself. And then on the next inhale, go ahead and come on up. Nice deep inhale in. Exhale through the mouth. The more noise, the better. It's called a fallout breath. Just releasing any tension that you have let go during your practice. Go ahead and bring your feet together. Let your knees fall apart. And then rock back and forth, ground down through both sit bones. Take your hands, interlace them around your toes. Grab your ankles, your shins. Inhale, lift through your heart. And on the exhale, once again, we're going to reach our heart forward until you found your edge. And then release into it and breathe. And then on the inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time. Exhale, shoulders away from ears. Go ahead and draw your legs in. Come around on the mat. With your knees bent, go ahead and support yourself as you come all the way down onto the mat. So we always want to move in yoga, we always want to move mindfully, even in between the asanas or poses. So I call it taking the scenic route down. So one elbow and then the other, come on down and rest your head. And then we're going to do just a gentle flow to help flush things out, move the lymphatic system, the energy in the body. Knees bent, feet about mat width apart, arms down beside you, palms facing down. On the inhale, you're going to lift your arms over your head, drop your knees to the left, and take your gaze to the right. Exhale, bring everything back to neutral. Inhale, arms over the head again, this time knees to the right, gaze to the left. And just keep alternating, letting your breath be your guide. You might imagine that you're a drop of water in the ocean and you're just flowing with the current. The breath is guiding you as you easily transition from breath to breath. We'll take a few more breaths just like this. When you come back to neutral the next time, we'll meet there. Draw your knees in. Give yourself a gentle hug, a gentle rock. And then release your legs down. Extend them on the mat. Let your toes fall apart. Bring your arms down beside you and let your palms face up. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you, you could get a bolster or a pillow to place under your knees or roll up a towel. You could take a little towel and roll it up to support your neck. So if that would be helpful, just pause the tape and go find what you need and then come back so that you can really get comfortable for your Shavasana. This is a very important part of the practice. So once you found your comfortable place, go ahead and close your eyes and just invite every place and space in your body to let go, to relax. And beginning to draw your awareness inward to your breath. And we're just going to keep it gently, just a gentle, soft awareness of the breath. If your mind wanders when you become aware and awake, no worries, just draw your awareness back, no judgments. It's just like life, right? It's not a straight line, so it ebbs and it flows, and we move back from here or there. So just keep coming back home to your breath, to your body. And then just allowing any small movements to come. Fingers, toes. And then as you're ready, you might bend one knee and then the other. Reach your arms over your head. Give yourself a gentle stretch. And then drawing your arms back, go ahead and easily roll over to one side. Extend your top leg and take your top arm and slowly, easily press yourself up to a comfortable seated place. I'm going to move back into Sukhasana or easy pose. And then take a moment. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, shoulders away from your ears. Draw your hands to your heart. Anjali Mudra. Take a moment to close your eyes and just remembering that intention or prayer or gratitude. And it's always my deepest gratitude to be able to share this practice. And I'm so grateful that you decided to share it with me today. And I wish for you that your practice spills over into your day and your week and your life. And I hope to see you again soon. From my heart to yours, namaste.